Listening.
Started? Yeah.
Yes.
So, good evening, all of you. Today's topic which Shubham gave to me is border dispute and solution for that. Okay. So, border dispute is not a, I think, unknown thing for us. It is very, really common. I think when we read history, so then I think it is the thing which often comes in our vision and in our view that lot of wars in ancient time, in medieval time, and in I think some centuries ago happened due to border disputes. Yeah, border dispute is was very common thing in those wars. If I take if I want to give an example, so you know that the Harappan civilization, why they got extinct. Nobody has any particular reason, but one of the reason is that Aryan invaded the Harappan cities just because I think they were running out of the food, and so they came from the Arctic region, and then they came to India, and then they invaded Harappan region. And I think also know that after Harappan, Mahajanpadas I think formed, Janapadas formed, then Mahajanpadas, and okay, there were 16 Janapadas. Then after that, only four of them I think become big, and they dominated the whole territory. So why only four of them I think survived at the end, and eventually only Magda I think remained and dominated for some time. So why is it so? So I think due to the war which I think happened between the Janapadas, and the war only for the borders. I think each and every Janapadas tried to annex the other territory to gain more power, to gain more fame, to gain more control, and so that's how I think I talked too much on the border, that Janapada and ancient things. Now I want to jump on the medieval thing. You know that Mughal came, so Delhi Sultanate. Yeah, they both also engaged in territory expansion. So that's how they came into confrontation with the Rajputs, Maratha, and Ahoms. So it is the border issue now, because if we now look around us, so what is happening? That Russia is invading Ukraine for the sake of territory, and Russia is claiming that Ukraine that they have the right to acquire Ukraine's resources and their territory. So border dispute is there, was there, is there, and will be there. So there is no cure for border disputes, because it is human tendency. There is a one I think concept which is also in geography and politics, that is heartland and dreamland. I think you all both are not aware of that, but this concept came in I think some decades ago, where this both concept tries to say that how countries will engage in territory expansion. Yeah, and because now we know that Russia wants to conquer the Ukraine, but yeah, and also China also want to acquire Taiwan, Philippines. So I think it is human tendency, but due to that, humanity suffers a lot. Yeah, so in if we look back, so in history also, we I think have biggest example, the tragedy which happened I think during the partition, okay, uh, between India versus Pakistan. Okay, so it is a great example, and I would say not great, but the unfortunate example which we have, that how border disputes I think affect humanity. Millions of people died, okay, in that partition, and lots of blood I think drained into the Sindhu and the Satluj. Yeah,
Tell the solution for that. Don't
yeah,
explain that border issue.
so I think so that border issue. I think I don't want to delve into too much techniques. because it is too technical issue and too much content is there, too much data is there. But I would conclude in one line that I think just say for some I think someone's I think unnecessary demands. I think we incur that much loss to us. And now I will come to the no. This is not the only issue.
नाही
Okay.
ओढली
And,
नाही, हे कधी ना कधी तर घडणारच होतं.
yeah.
जसा बांगलादेश परत नंतर तसा सेपरेशन झाला,
Mm.
तसा आधीच पाकिस्तान झाला ते झाला.
Mm.
पण आता मुद्दा हा आहे, हे देश झालेत.
Sir, let
नाही,
him
नाही,
speak.
मी तेच हे देश झालेत. आता देशामध्ये जी आबादी आहे त्यांना असं वाटतं की अजून एखादा पाकिस्तान व्हावा, तर त्याच्यावर सोल्युशन.
No. The growing regionalism. I think sir wants to tell us that the
Third
growing
Pakistan.
regionalism is also trick. Now look at Vidarbha for Maharashtra wants to separate from our state. Yeah, like like that. Southern India also wants to, I think, separate from India. Northern states they also feel, I think, like they are, I think, marginalized, or they didn't get that much attention. Don't get that much attention from the center. So like Jammu Kashmir issue and lot of I think there are so many examples of regionalism. And I would say that the impacts of this borders dispute, it's I think too much direct on humanity, like migrants issue. And also I would say that some of them, I think, don't have proper shelter, and they don't know that from which country they belongs. So this type of issues are still there. And if I would talk on remedies, so which kind of remedies I think for that? So I feel that globalization, I think we all are accepting, and now we all, I think we all are I think experiencing that globalization is, I think, dominant here. So why we are taking boundaries into account? I think now I think we should think about the world, not about the country. Now let's think like that. Our whole world is a home, and if we I think like that our whole world is our whole world is a home. So I think border dispute somehow will reduce little bit. And we need to take into account that we I think need to formulate a worldwide and universal policies where they will not, I think, deny any right which are universal in itself, like right to live, right to food, right to shelter. Such I think rights should not, I think, get, I think, deprived from someone just because of boundary. So we need to ensure that. And also I would say that so I think boundary dispute. Yeah, it is, I think, a political issue, and I think everyone wants to take care of that. That's what I want to say. Actually, I want to say another thing, but I can't recall. So yeah, with that note, I want to stop here. Thank you.